On March 28, 1964, a tsunami generated by the Good Friday earthquake in Alaska surged into the harbor at Crescent City, California, sweeping up into the core of its business district. The series of 4 pre-dawn waves killed 11 people and damaged but did not destroy the spirit of this industrious coastal town. 44 years later, under the guidance of California muralist Art Mortimer, a group of community volunteers has banded together to produce a remarkable work of art on the very site of some of the worst tsunami destruction.
Photographs I saw of 2nd Street, it was the heart of Crescent City. You could just tell by looking at the pictures. It was downtown Crescent City. And now it does not exist. That old downtown has just vanished. And Crescent City has never really come up with a new or rebuilt the old one or come up with a new downtown. And that really makes this place different in that sense. It's like when I talked about searching for its identity or something, that was the identity of this place, and it's gone.
A mural in a day was a concept we all had to get used to because we had no idea what it was. And it was even mentioned afterwards that it truly wasn't in a day, and it's true. Quite a lot of work went in, much work went in before the day of the mural, and other work will still happen afterwards. For example, urethane covering on it. But basically, the concept of mural in a day means that mural is painted by we had about 20 to 25 different people who painted on that mural, and they started at 8 o'clock in the morning and finished that evening, maybe 6 or 7, something like that. When we needed to pick a subject or have a subject selected for the mural in a day, we put out the word to the schools and to the public, asking everybody who wanted to submit an essay of what they think that mural should be of. There was even one suggestion about from the flood of 1964, when the bull rode the log up from the Klamath River and ended up in the Crescent City Harbor. So there were a number of good topics that were brought up, and so then we had a committee of 3 that went through all of the essays and selected what they considered the winners to be. And of course, some prizes were offered for winners too. And of all those that were entered, they preferred the tsunami as the topic. That submission was made by a child, I believe a 9-year-old little girl, and it was very well done. So we felt that this was a good way to get the community to understand, to care about this mural in a day and begin to understand what is a mural in a day that's going to happen here.
Although the painting of the mural would be completed in a single day, months of planning and preparation went into the project beforehand. Meetings, publicity, permitting, contractual agreements, fundraising. A host of additional tasks all needed the attention of volunteer organizers. In the week before the day of the mural, Art Mortimer arrived in Crescent City for his second and final visit, beginning his own preparations for the big day.
This is the design, which you probably all have seen pictures of in the paper or wherever, but this is the actual original thing that I did. And just in case anybody's interested, how I do this is actually the actual acrylic painting. But what I do is I do the drawing on vellum. And then when I have photographs, I can just print out the photograph to the size I want, put it under the vellum, and trace it off into the picture. So I do something like this, only forget the grid lines. The grid lines come later. But do something like this in black and white. This is a photocopy. And so get this done, and then I just glue one of these down on foam core and then paint right on top of it.
By using the grid lines superimposed onto the original design, Art and the Redwoods Mural Society volunteers began transferring the design to the larger system of chalked grid lines laid out on the specially prepared surface of the building. From there, it was on to the exacting work of blending the many colors of paints that would be needed on painting day.
I would figure on working your way from the back to the front and from the top to the bottom.
Okay.
Generally speaking. Okay, anybody here?
Hi.
So it's simple, but it's not easy.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Okay. So there's only two colors plus black, but that means that you pretty much have to paint around. Oh, really?
See where Alan is, Jane?
Yeah. You guys. All right. You just got a job. I'm gonna pop anywhere. Why don't you do this together?
Well, for someone who doesn't know, this is called Mural in a Day. It took some preparation, but all of the painting of the color is going to be done in one day for people to enjoy for years. Well, I think there might be about 35 that'll be painting, and it's just a lot of fun, and it's good to be part of a community activity like this.